Hello everyone, welcome to Astro Life on Instagram. Once a week, I will be here talking about the recent transit and how that's impact into our life. I want to explain at this moment I'm in Taiwan and spend time with my family for the Lunar New Year and also for the time zone. So I have to invite one of the guests that can coordinate with me. So I invite my dear friend Brian to join me. I think he is ready. Most of you in Europe or in the United States may not experience this so-called Lunar New Year, but here in Asia, we're so crazy about it. But it is very interesting. Hello, Brian. How
I
are
think
you?
I think it's a bit too close. Hang on.
You're right.
Yeah, I cannot see you again,
You
but that's okay.
cannot see me. Okay. Well, now is a problem now. So, well, you have to guess what I'm doing.
But
But I think
if
our
you're yeah,
uh,
if you're sharing a chat, just tell me, okay?
yeah. Okay. So in this case, I will let you lead the discussion. All right. So it will be more smooth. So you can go anywhere you want. I'm just chipping them. Okay, so first, how's your Lunar New Year? Do you enjoy lots of food and also spend time with the family?
No, I first of all, I do not celebrate Chinese New Year, and second of all, I've been sick since
Oh
early
dear,
January till now.
poor
So
you.
no.
I'm really sorry to hear that. One thing I think our dear friend in the U and Europe or the America probably should know that at this moment the flu season, especially with this Lunar New Year holiday, is people moving around, so the situation of flu and the cold is so severe, and that was like a pretty shocking at this moment. And the case is quite high, case rate is quite high. Do you think it's related to what we're going to talk about today, Jupiter?
Um, yeah, I think so.
Well, I have to say these Jupiter. I think in the traditional view, I think you are better in the traditional astrology than me. Is Jupiter related to the respiratory and breath and
Yeah,
area of the yeah.
yeah, sure. And you know, also if we look at it, using modern astrology, Jupiter now is in Gemini, which is an air
Y-
sign,
yes.
and I don't know among the three air signs. Somehow, I would say that Gemini is the one which is the most related to the respiratory system.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. So that may be explained, but also, we have Jupiter stationary at this moment. From the
Mm,
modern view, from the modern astrology view, Jupiter stationary is invite us to focus on the theme related to Jupiter. For example, maybe kindness or international relationship, or maybe fly. Well, I mean, even before Jupiter stationary in the United States, we saw the 4 day, there's a four different airplane crash, and that was quite shocking. And then since Trump's inauguration, one huge thing is they start to cut the lot of the what should I say the lot of a finance decision leading by Elon Musk, and they cut the budget to like USAID, that this organization was kind of totally cut. And this is super important for the US to support those volunteer work or help in the foreign country.
yeah.
And that is Jupiter theme. And that make invite us to think about what does kindness mean? Why an action living by the world, the richest man want to cut the help to other people. And that make us to think about what is wealthy, and also maybe the worry about the plutocracy. That's what's from the AOC, as she described the Elon Musk's behavior with Trump is really plutocracy, which I already mentioned for several times. Those super rich dominate the entire of US politician, not only just Trump, to be honest. But it invites us to think about what does a wealthy mean. But from your view, how do you interpret this Jupiter stationary?
Well, of course, it is stations in Gemini, and Gemini actually is a sign which is related to your immediate surroundings or your neighborhood, what you see with your naked eye. It is the opposite sign to Sagittarius, which is about your ambition,
Hmm.
how you see your relationship with the foreign countries or how you establish yourself worldwide. So somehow I was think that when Jupiter is in Gemini, it somehow lead us to focus on our surrounding instead of the whole world.
Wow, that
It,
sounds that sounds super cool. That sounds super cool. So does that mean from now on, for a while, we are going to until Jupiter move into Cancer, the
well,
people, yeah, yeah.
the funny thing is that when Jupiter goes into Cancer, you do not really concern about your neighborhood. You only concern about your own home.
I was expecting, sorry to make you cough like this. I was expecting you going to tell me Jupiter exalt in the Cancer, so
Yeah, of
maybe
course
we
it
will have
is.
a great kindness.
Well, but Cancer is about your home, your belonging, and your
Uh,
very own emotional security. So when Jupiter moves into Cancer, I think it would really suggest or it would really trigger how you develop or how you heighten up your security.
yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you in one way. That is a bit concerning, but I think that is very interesting. Like what you say, while Jupiter in Gemini, our concern, our focus is around people around us, and
Mhm.
that
Yes.
is a very describe what we experience now. And I remember you talking about certain things related to the. I just read one of your posts, and you described about Uranus stationary and
Oh.
Jupiter stationary. Could you share a little bit with us?
Um, Let me see. We just had a Uranus station in the end of January,
Yes.
right? And if I remember correctly, it will last until the 5th or today,
Yeah.
5th of February.
Yes.
And then the Jupiter station will last from the 2nd till the 7th.
Yeah.
Um, of course, if you really go back to the keywords, okay, 101, both Jupiter and Uranus are about the sky.
Yes.
They're, both of them are about the air or your ambition,
Yeah.
how you vision the world or your life forever. About the plan, the great plan. But the thing about these two planets, especially Uranus, is that there is a saying in Chinese which somehow means that your dreams are always so beautiful and so great, but the reality is always so harsh or so
Yeah.
so inadequate. Uranus is Uranus somehow is really it really bears this sense. They have a really perfect vision about the future, but when they try to make things implemented, there could be disappointment or failure.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, to me, the stations of these two planets are like examinations or revisions of how we or how the leaders uh, project their dreams or how they implement their plans.
Wow. So are you talking, are you telling me that Trump's dream, Trump's perfect world is I'm the king of the world, so I can decide everything. I think the Gaza should be belong to us, and then what's that? I'm going to taking over the Gaza.
Well, I think his plan is well, I don't know. I think his plan may undergo examination or revision,
Well, I really,
but
really,
he revises he revises his plan very often. So I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, honestly. And you mentioned about earthquake, and that was
Oh
quite
yes,
interesting. Yes, yes, because what you focus on was you heard about in Taiwan and south of Taiwan, they were like frequently for last couple weeks were like
yes.
several earthquake was keep happening. Well, maybe people in the Europe maybe not really sensitive about this. Taiwan is in the fire ring, so as Japan and
Mm,
New Zealand, we
mm.
are on the earthquake zone. But maybe for people who living in Turkey, Greece, or Europe, maybe already heard about the Greece island Santorini has the for last couple of days had 700 earthquake. They are already beginning. Okay, first, Santorini is a beautiful, beautiful island. I always love those beautiful roof and colorful, blue and the colorful house in Santorini. Many people go there. And the thousands of tourists now has been evacuated. They have left Santorini. So, well, I'm sorry, Brian, you couldn't see my face, and also maybe if I share something, you may not able to see it. But please bear with me, okay?
Okay.
Because I'm going to share a chat for our audience, and Brian can see it later, and
You
I will
can
send it to you.
you can share the chat in our Facebook Messenger. I can see
Yeah,
it.
okay. Okay. I have to. While I'm talking, I'm going to share to you that. Okay, okay. The first things is like I'm going to talk about is the if we check the Capricorn English chart. I think everything you have to in the modern astrology, it is better you go back to the to the
English chart.
what should I say to the basic. So every single chart or the Capricorn English chart is a 101 to focus on. If you use the Athens, if you use Athens, Jupiter was right on IC. Jupiter was right on IC in Athens in the Capricorn English chart. What does that mean? Well, Jupiter energy. Well, usually Jupiter is not related to the earthquake, but Jupiter stationary draw our attention. Well, Brian, I'm sorry, because I tried to share chat with you, but I think I have a little bit
It's
technical
okay.
problem.
It's okay.
I
It's
have a
okay.
little bit technical problem here, so I will not be able
It's,
to share the chat with
it's
you, but
okay.
I will share with you later. Okay.
Okay.
Then, if I'm going to share this with my audience. Okay, bear with me. If you use this Capricorn English chart to draw a ACG map, now here, people can see it. Okay, if you see the ACG chart, now I use the center as Athens, and then you will see the Mars Pluto line. Course Mars Pluto local space line. Here is Mars Pluto. Have you seen Mars Pluto? Right across Santorini.
Oh, really? I see it.
How could you
Yeah, I
see
see
it?
it.
You saw
I
it.
I I'm watching the broadcast in another computer.
Oh, wow, you're a genius. So yes, so you can see here, this is Santorini.
Oh,
Okay, here is Santorini. This is Mars Pluto line.
yeah.
Fascinating. So that's what I say always. Go back when you practice the mundane astrology, or you want to talk about a world event. Go back to basic chart. Aries in Greece, full English chart, and lunation and eclipses. I think Brian is also working on eclipse tremendous, acquire a lot of pay a lot of attention. But talking about Jupiter, it's not only a stationary at this moment. If from next week, there's another things happen. I think you were talking. You want to share with us, right? The another type.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, right after it completes its station, it will be in a status of being unexpected for 10 or 12 days,
Wow.
about 2 weeks. And in this period, of course, the moon, because it moves so fast, it will occasionally form aspect to Jupiter. And if we do not count the moon, and of course, if we are using
Tony,
the orb
aspect.
that we most people use, you agree that Jupiter will be unexpected for about 2 weeks. And yeah, when a planet is unexpected, we will say that its thing or its energy will be more focused, or I would say that when Jupiter is unexpected, and then when the moon is the only planet that occasionally triggers it, there could be events related to Jupiter that is more intense, or more important, and more it will ask for our attention.
Mm, yes. So when Jupiter is kind of so-called unexpected, it demands our attention, and it may be make Jupiter exaggerated a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah. So people, I think it's very interesting. From now, for next couple of days, we have Jupiter stationary, and then following by Jupiter unexpected Jupiter. That demand our attention. That demand all of us to think about Jupiter theme. What do you believe, and what kind of future you want, or
yeah,
how you going to grow, or maybe your view of the world, how the world should be working on together, and also kindness. I think this is one thing about Jupiter, kindness. So
yeah,
I think what happening in all around the world, for example, maybe I don't want to call them Nazi, far right. Or if I don't want to call them far right, I would say those people afraid about the foreigner people are really related to Jupiter stationary and unexpected Jupiter. So we
yeah,
are asking. I didn't mean only them. I asked all of us, you and I and everyone, is going to thinking about kindness, inclusion, and the gentleness and the sharing. Jupiter in Gemini, the treatment, how much resource
and
you going to share with other people? If you only have $1, what are you going to do? Are you going to share with other people? Well, try to understand each other. Brian, sounds like you're going to say something.
yeah. Another thing is that Jupiter is the co-ruler of Pisces, right?
Yeah.
And the other ruler of Pisces, that is Neptune.
Yes.
Neptune actually is being conjunct to the North Node now until mid-February. So, both rulers of Pisces are asking for our attention. Of course, through different ways. The yes. And the things of Pisces are really those that you just mentioned, kindness and sympathy and thinking for others.
Yeah, I agree with you. Also, one of our audience, Mercer, talking about how will you reach your higher self? I 100% agree with you. Reach your higher self.
Oh,
This
oh,
is a
oh,
theme
oh,
related to Jupiter, also in the traditional view, but it's also related to Neptune, or yeah, Neptune conjunct North Node. That is really another state of a higher self. So interesting. So that could be an important theme for all of us for next couple week. I think thinking about maybe in the global situation, foreigner relationship, and also maybe our life philosophy, how we see life, how we see the world, and or how we our personal growth. That could be that could be another thing, and how I develop my personal growth. That is another way, or in society,
and
inclusion,
yeah,
exclusion, and yeah, 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 Brian, yes.
yeah, and viruses.
Wow. Yeah, that is another thing we need to worry. Need to worry. That I think it's not just Brian is coughing at this moment, so he say that. I think it's very concerning at this moment. I think that could be, that could be the Neptune is always bring some concern about a weak immune system or the virus or maybe drug. For example, drug issue. What I mean is the in the U.S. The Trump started the traffic war, the tax war
Yeah.
with Mexico. Is one reason he's talking about the Mexico drug dealer bring so many the illegal drug into the U.S. and he want to, yeah, he blamed Mexico and he blamed Mexico president for that. So he's kind of the drug was a one issue to put on. Very interesting. I think for last time when Neptune moved into Aries, was a big binge was started. So that was the whole world that during that time, around the 19th century, people used a lot of drug like heroin, cocaine, and that was the time these are not illegal. So they use a lot and also alcohol. So, again, we are going to have Neptune move into Aries again. How would that develop is so interesting. And I'm really, really, you know, curious about it. Well, for this, I want to do advertising on the on the 15th of March. I invited my best friend, Alejo Lopez. He's going to bring us the Neptune Saturn conjunction into AOA UK's webinar on the 15th of March. If you're interested, visit our website to book you a place. Okay. Well, and also, Brian, what do you when this Neptune, what we can expect when this Neptune conjunct North Node?
I I mentioned something last time during our conference. I really think the Neptune being conjunct with the North Node and moving into Aries is related to the communism, but I'm
Oh,
not sure.
I I I think every time that I think that could be, that could be because well, if we pay attention on the Neptune Saturn cycle, nearly every 36 years cycle, when every time they have a hard aspect, either conjunct or opposition, it
Yeah,
related to socialism and communism.
yeah, socialism. Yeah.
Socialism and communism. So it could be, it could be especially these so-called um, far right movement.
Oh yes, Friday.
They
Yeah.
they see socialism as the biggest enemy.
Oh.
They always, oh yes, if you go to, especially in United States, they think about socialism, those people think about socialism or communism. For them, there is no different. They think of like a North Europe. There's that kind of socialism. There, everyone has a so-called national insurance. Those country where
mm,
have the national insurance, you don't need to pay a lot of money to the pharmaceutical or to hospital. You are communism, basically. Now I'm exaggerating, but for those people, for some of them, socialism and the communism are not different. Oh, I don't know,
okay.
but definitely, that will have an impact for Neptune-Saturn conjunction. It will start. The orb will getting tighter from next month, so we can experience that, and it would definitely have a kind of a fight between left wing and the right wing. We'll struggle
Yeah,
again. Yeah,
yeah,
I think
definitely.
you are right. I think you are right. Well, Brian, I mean, I have to say thank you to join me today. It's so interesting. I mean, especially you are not feeling really well, but I still dug you in because I really just thinking, who can join me at this time in Europe? And I said, oh, let me join, let me dug you. Then I realized you were in such a, bad cough. I was just like, I'm really sorry to have you here. Thank you for
So
joining me
my
today, and
pleasure.
yeah, thanks everyone to join us, and then I will see you next week. Bye bye.
Okay.